And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everybody. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live once again from Lutheran High School in St. Charles, Missouri. And we are going to be seeing the boys varsity basketball game between the Lutheran High School Cougars and your hometown Elsberry High School Varsity Indians. We just got done watching a game. Hopefully you watched it. Did not come out good for the Lady Indians. They were defeated by a score of 56-23 against a very good Lutheran St. Charles Lady Cougars team. That continues the bad record against them. They are now, Elsberry is now 0-7 against the Lady Cougars. But anyway, that game's over. We're here now to see the the Lutheran Cougars versus the Elsberry Indians. So let's see, the all-time record between these two teams is 4-1. Lutheran St. Charles has won 4 games and Elsberry's won 1. The last meeting was it was this past December. And Lutheran St. Charles won that game 61-24, pretty lopsided game. So I believe that was in the Winfield tournament. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through the rosters here of these two teams and get them out of the way. Again, this is not the starting lineup, but it is the rosters. So for the 3-3 Lutheran St. Charles Cougars, we have number 2. He is a 6-foot junior, Caleb Tiemann. Number 3, Frankie May. He is a 6'3" sophomore. Number 10, Rod Gibson. He is a 5'8" sophomore. Number 11, Clayton Earhart, a 6'2" junior. Number 13, Marcus Coleman, a 6-foot freshman. Number 14, Clayton Davis, a 6-foot senior. Number 21, Josh Osborne. He's a 6'1" sophomore. Number 22, Brady Connor, a 6'3" freshman. Number 30, Seth Reed, a 6'5" junior. Number 32, Demetrius Phillips, a 6-foot freshman. Number 40, Lance Hackney, a 6'7" junior. And number 55, Aaron Coffey, a 6'5" sophomore. So as you can see, they have some tremendous height on their side. They have a 6'7" player, 2 6'5" players, and then some short guy that's at 6'3". Two short guys at 6'3". So that is the roster for the Lutheran High School. Now the roster for your hometown Elsberry High Indians. Wow, my throat is kind of like seizing up on me. We have number 24, Jake Reimel, a senior, 5'11" senior. Number 1, Cody Thornhill, a 5'9" senior. Number 44, Gabriel Hill, a 6'4" junior. Number 22, Kane Sadler, a 6'3" junior. Number 3, Jack St. Pierre, a 6'2" sophomore. Number 2, Joel Mound, a 5'9" sophomore. Number 50, Bo Henry, a 6'5" sophomore. Number 5, Eli Gladney, a 5'11" sophomore. Number 14, Colby Twellman, a 5'9" sophomore. Number 11, Caden Kinsler, a 5'8" freshman. Number 12, Kyle Turnbull, a 6'2" freshman. Number 20, Bryce Irving, a 5'9" freshman. And number 4, Deshaun Dodson, a 5'8" freshman. And we'll see what number Deshaun Dodson has on tonight. He has on a different number every time I see him. Because on my list, I've got him down as number 20 because he played that for a couple of games, and now he seems to be back in number 4. So we'll just have to see what number he is tonight. But again, that's the rosters. That is not the starting lineups. I'll have those for you here in a few minutes. Also, coaching the Elsberry tonight is the head coach, Caleb Johnson, assisted by Tim Reller. Managers is Jada Irving, Adrienne Ryan, and Savannah Burbridge. So, 4 minutes to go to this game starts. Let's go ahead and try to throw another commercial in here.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
In 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are here to get this game started. The camera over here on Elsberry. So, let's see, I think we're going to do the national anthem again.
We welcome everyone to Lutheran High and wish everyone good luck in tonight's game. At this time, would everyone please rise?
Yep.
Remove your hats for prayer.
We're going to have a prayer and national anthem. Take a break.
Lord God, Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to compete this evening. We thank you for the abilities you have blessed these young athletes with and given them the spirit of competition to play this game of basketball. Please bless the coaches and officials with wisdom in their handling of the players. Keep everyone safe from injury and allow the fans to demonstrate good sportsmanship so this day may glorify you. In Jesus' most holy name, amen. Tonight, the national anthem will be played by the Lutheran High Pep Band, directed by Mr. Ben Farbies.
All right, we are ready to get this game started.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, the guest on the scoreboard, the Elsberry Indians. Number 3.
Okay, starting tonight for Elsberry. Number 3, Jack St. Pierre. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 11, Caden Kinsler. Number 24, Jake Reimel. And number 50, Bo Henry. Starting for Lutheran St. Charles Cougars. Number 13, Marcus Coleman. Number 3, Frankie May. Aaron Coffey, number 55. Lance Hackney, number 40. Number 14, Clayton Davis. That's your starting lineup for the Lutheran St. Charles Cougars. So we have a fresh 8 minutes on this clock. And it's going to be Lance Hackney jumping against Bo Henry. Little bit of a delay here, but here they're ready to put the Bo got a little bit anxious there. So Lutheran with the ball. They start this game off. Quickly passing it around on the perimeters. 3-point shot's no good. Rebound. Number 40, Lance Hackney with 2 points. So Lutheran is first on the scoreboard. St. Pierre going in, puts the ball up, and it is blocked. So Lutheran with the ball now, gets it down the court. Another 3-point attempt, and no good. Lutheran does get their own rebound, though. So we have the ball in deep. Once again, number 40, Lance Hackney for 2 more points. And St. Pierre has the ball now, gives it over to Kinsler. Gets it over to Reimel. So once again, we got a situation of so much height difference. And number 14, Clayton Davis, took the ball in, could not get the shot to drop, but he did draw a foul on Jake Reimel. Clayton Davis does get the first free throw. And he gets the second one. We have a score of 6-0 with 6:22 to go in the first quarter. As I was saying, Elsberry's going to have a heck of a time because of the height difference. Reimel takes it up, puts it up and in. Reimel breaks into the scoring for Elsberry. They get the ball in deep and kick it back out again. And number 55, Aaron Coffey for 2 points. Kinsler gets it across the line. Ball knocked away by number 14, Clayton Davis, and he committed a foul doing that. That's his first for the night. So now Kinsler has the ball. Jake Reimel looked at a three-pointer and had the ball stripped away from him, and Lutheran brings it up the floor. And that was Marcus Coleman backed it off. He drove to the line and then backed it off. And there was an alley-oop there to number 40, Lance Hackney. And timeout to Elsberry. Let's take a break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community.
Okay. Reimel hands it off to Kinsler. He's going to get it across the line over to Gladney. Bo Henry up. He mishandled the ball, but Jake Reimel was able to get it up and couldn't get the shot to drop, though. Here's a three-point attempt, no good. And we're going to have an over-the-back foul on number 13, Marcus Coleman. Kinsler taking a while getting it across there, but there he goes. He drives the line, kicks it back out. Now St. Pierre has it out at the head of the key. Bo Henry tries to drive in, and that ball was stripped away from him, but it goes out of bounds off of Lutheran. Rod Gibson comes in the game, and Marcus Coleman sits down. And to prevent an over and back, goes over to Lutheran. And number 3, Frankie May, puts it up for 2 points. Reimel gets it right to the line, kicks it back, but Kinsler gets it across the line. Reimel right there, gets the ball up, blocked, and a rebound down to Lutheran. Looked at a three-pointer, not there. Number 55 is not able to get the ball in. Here's the three-point attempt, and it's good for, who is that? That is Clayton Earhart, that's number 11. I'll say it again, these uniforms need numbers on the side, not just on the front and the back. That ball stolen out of the air by Frankie May, and he brings it up the floor. Another three-point attempt, no good. And it goes out of bounds on the top of the backboard. Twelman's in the game now. And so is Bryce Irving. Ball stolen away from Irving, but the foul was committed. That was Rod Gibson committing that foul. That's the third team foul for Lutheran. Jake Reimel got it underneath and couldn't get it to drop. And then on the rebound to Seth Reed, Reimel jumped right in there and was able to create a jump ball, but it stays with Lutheran St. Charles on the alternating possessions. And they bring it up the floor. There's a 25-foot two-point shot for Seth Reed. That pass was way off the mark, and it's turned over to Lutheran St. Charles with a score of 17-2 with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Another three-point attempt, no good, and Henry with the rebound. Irving with the ball. Back to Kinsler. Gets it in deep to Bo Henry. And he's able to put it up and in. Out on the perimeter for Lutheran. That ball knocked away by Deshaun Dodson. He's using number 4 tonight. Driving the line is number 11, and the ball kicked back up there. That was Clayton Earhart, drove the line, couldn't get it to drop. Couldn't draw the foul. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Lutheran. And so it's Elsberry's ball. Foul committed by Lutheran. Number 32, Demetrius Phillips. That's his first and the 4th for the team. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball knocked away by Lutheran, and they steal it. Irving jumped in there, stole it back, but slid out of bounds. There's a three-point attempt, no good. And Bo Henry with the rebound at the end of the first quarter. And we have a score of 17-4, Lutheran St. Charles over Elsberry at the end of the first 8 minutes. Let's take a break.
A small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
All right, as we begin this second quarter, Elsberry with the ball. Little half-court trap, working quite well. And Lutheran keeps the ball, knocked out of bounds by Elsberry. Right. Quite the little play there for 55, Aaron Coffey. 2 more points for him. And we have a foul called. That foul is on number 14, Clayton Davis. That's his second. So now Twellman with the ball. Again, keeping it out on the perimeter. And there's 2 points for Irving. Number 2 takes it in. Cannot get the shot to drop, but does draw the foul. That foul is on Kane Sadler. It's his first. Puts Caleb Tiemann on the line for 2 shots. First shot is no good. Second shot is no good, and Twellman up with the rebound. Gives it over to Kinsler. Elsberry having to keep it out on the perimeter. They just can't get in deep. Irving with the attempt there, and the ball was partially blocked. Shot is no good. Henry up with the rebound, and he draws a foul. Foul was on Aaron Coffey. It's his first. So it'll be Elsberry's ball underneath the basket, length of the floor away. That's 16 fouls against Lutheran, 3 against Elsberry. 1 more foul and Elsberry's in the single bonus. Ball given right over to Lutheran. And the shot was no good. That was Frankie May. Elsberry gets it across the line. It's Eli Gladney with the ball. Gives it over to Kinsler. St. Pierre tries to drive the line, draws the foul. Foul's on Marcus Coleman. That's his second. Puts St. Pierre on the. Free throw is up and good. It's his first point of the night. Score is 21-7, 5:18 remaining in the first half. Second shot is good. And there's an offensive foul called on number 11, Clayton Earhart. Elsberry's ball underneath. The ball back out to Bo Henry. Now it's over to Kinsler. Bo Henry with a 3-point attempt, no good, and a rebound to Lutheran. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. And there's a three-pointer for Twelman. Shot was no good for Lutheran St. Charles. And Clayton Davis traveled before he got that shot away. Elsberry gets the ball across the line. Tries to drive in, nothing there. Twelman tried to pass, and it went off the foot of Clayton Davis. Elsberry's ball out of bounds. A little over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Twelman underneath. Bad pass over towards Bo Henry, and it's out of bounds against Elsberry. Lutheran's ball with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Shot is up and good for Lance Hackney. That's 8 points for him tonight. Twelman gets it across the line and draws a foul. That foul is on Marcus Coleman. That's his third foul. So Marcus Coleman sits down with 3 fouls, 2:41 remaining in the first half. Score is 23-11. Twelman on the line for a 1-and-1. Shot is no good. And that was fumbled around there, and the ball goes over to Lutheran. Three-point attempt, no good. And there's going to be a foul, I believe, on Bo Henry. No, maybe not. Yep, yeah, it is. It is. That's his first foul of the night. And that's only the right underneath, no good. Back up again for a number 40, Lance Hackney, for another 2 points. St. Pierre has it. And Kinsler gets it across the line. There was a three-point attempt, no good. Shot no good by Twelman, and Lutheran up with the rebound. Right underneath to Hackney, and another 2 points. Good looking play there for Lutheran. Three-point attempt for Bo Henry, and it's good. 27-14 is the score. 1:11 to go in the first half. There's a three-point attempt, no good, and Elsberry with the rebound. Ball smacked out of the air. Three-point attempt, no good. And I believe that foul was on Twelman. That's his second. .43 seconds to go. And ball knocked out of bounds by Lutheran. Under 30 seconds to go in the first half. St. Pierre with the ball. Gives it around to Henry. Back to St. Pierre. And he just takes it on in, and the shot was blocked, and they called a foul on number 55, Aaron Coffey. That's going to be his second. That puts St. Pierre on the line for 2 shots. First shot bounces in and out. Second one goes in. He's 3 for 4 for the night. Three-point attempt, partially blocked, but they do call a foul. So he's going to have 3 free throws, and that was on Bryce Irving. It's his first. So 3 free throws coming up here for Seth Reed. First one is good. Second one bounces around a while and then does not go in. 28-15 is the score. 5.1 seconds remaining in the first half. And a third free throw is good. 5 seconds. And a shot is no good, and that ends the first half of the ball game. The score at the end of half is 29-15. All right, let's go over a little bit of the scoring here. The first quarter, Elsberry couldn't get anything going. They got a little bit going here in the second quarter. So Jack St. Pierre in the first half had 3 free throws for 3 points. Bryce Irving has a field goal for 2 points. Colby Twellman has a 3-pointer for 3 points. Jake Reimel has a 1 field goal for 2 points. And Bo Henry has a 3-pointer and a field goal for 5 points. Now for Lutheran St. Charles, they have Frankie May with 4 points, Clayton Earhart with a 3-pointer, Clayton Davis with 2 free throws, Seth Reed with a couple of free throws and a field goal for 4 points, and Lance Hackney with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He's got 6 field goals for 12 points, and Aaron Coffey has 2 field goals for 4 points. So I'm going to see if I can find me some better signal here. I don't know, it might shut down on us, but I'm going to see if I can find some better signal. Having a little bit of trouble here. So let's just...
O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank.
Offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Okay, looks like we are ready to start this game again. Let me get this quarter changed over to the third quarter. I don't know if I found any better signal or not, but at least I'm keeping up with what quarter we're in. Score is 29-15 in favor of Lutheran. And I guess they decided to start on this side of the floor instead of the other side. Not really sure how much of a difference that makes. But either way, the game has started. And ball down deep to number 40, Lance Hackney, for 2 more points. Jake Reimel for 2 and no good. And there's a jump ball. Everybody trying to get the ball. And on alternating possessions, it stays with Elsberry. They get it in. Now Reimel has it out on the point. Kinsler gets it over to Bo Henry. Back to Kinsler, 3-point attempt. No good. And Hackney up with the rebound. Lutheran looking at a 3-pointer there, changed their mind. He does pull up 3, and it's good. Number 13, Marcus Coleman, for his first points of the night. Ball was off the foot of a Lutheran player. Kinsler with the ball over to Gladney. Jack St. Pierre for 2, no good. Rebound down to Lutheran. And from right underneath, Aaron Coffey for 2 points. Kinsler dribbling the ball, and they've got him out on a trap, but he does get out of it. There's Gladney for 3, no good, and Lutheran with the rebound. All the way into number 14, Clayton Davis. He gets the shot and draws a foul on Jake Reimel. And that's his 3rd foul of the night. That puts Clayton Davis on the line with 1 shot. And it's good. 39-15 is the score. And Elsberry does a good job of getting across the line that time. 3-point attempt for Kinsler, no good. And rebound by Marcus Coleman. There's a 3-point attempt, no good. And what do we have here? That was a foul on number 40, Lance Hackney. It's his first foul of the night. Ball stolen out of the air. Clayton Davis for 2 more points. And I thought they were going to get Twellman for traveling there. So another turnover for Elsberry over to Lutheran. There's an alley-oop there. That was Lance Hackney with an alley-oop. 2 more points. And that got the student section of the crowd riled up. And here we have Kinsler. He committed and turning the ball over, and timeout called by Elsberry. 4:37 remaining in the third quarter. The score is 43-15 Lutheran.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
All right. As you can see, we are in the third quarter. And we have 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in that third quarter. The score is now 43-15, Lutheran over Elsberry. So it's a 28-point difference. We need a 30-point difference to go to a running clock in the fourth quarter. Hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I got a feeling we're going to get there. Up and underneath is Hackney again for 2 points. Ball knocked out of the air. And that was number 13, Marcus Coleman. Had the ball under the basket. And the foul is on Caden Kinsler. It's his first. Marcus Coleman at the line with 2 shots. First shot is up and falls in. Kinsler sits down. And Deshaun Dodson comes in. Second free throw is good. Twellman tried to drive in, couldn't do it. Pass was over to Marcus Coleman for Lutheran and couldn't get the shot, but he draws the foul. And that foul was on Bryce Irving. That's his second. So once again, Marcus Coleman on the line for 2 shots. First shot is no good. Second shot is good. Elsberry brings it up the floor. Shot is no good, and it went up over the top of the backboard, so it's out of bounds to Lutheran. And we have an offensive foul there. That foul was on Marcus Coleman. That's his 4th of the night. That pass was to nobody in particular, and it goes out of bounds. Lutheran takes over. It's a 3-point attempt for Lutheran, and it's good for number 2, Caleb Tiemann. Kane Sadler underneath. Attempt was put up by Kyle Turnbull. He couldn't get the shot, but he does draw the foul. And that foul was on Lance Hackney. It's his 2nd. First shot for Kyle Turnbull is no good. Second free throw for Turnbull. It falls in. So Lutheran with the ball brings it up the floor. Looked at a three-pointer, not there. And Gladney up at the rebound. Gives it to Kinsler. Almost threw it away, and that time they did. 1:52 remaining in the third quarter. 51-16 is the score. Shot is up and no good. And Elsberry brings it up. Kinsler has the ball. He drove the line. I don't think he's going to get the shots. No, he doesn't. That foul is on Clayton Earhart. That's his 2nd. That's Rod Gibson out there. Passes it over to Caleb Tiemann. Long pass over. That was 32. Demetrius Phillips drives in. Couldn't get the shot, but draws the foul. Puts him on the line for 2 shots. And that foul was on Kyle Turnbull. It's his 1st. Free throw is good. It's his 1st point of the night. And a 2nd one is good. (53-16). Eli Gladney for 3, and it's good. It's his 1st points of the night. .45 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Jake Reimel stole that ball away and draws a foul. That's Clayton Earhart. It's his second. I had him down for 2 already. Three-point attempt, no good for Kinsler, and Lutheran up with the rebound. Gives it over to Clayton Earhart. He couldn't get the layup to drop, but he does draw the foul. This foul is going to be on Jake Reimel. That's his 4th foul of the night. First shot for Clayton Earhart is no good. Second shot is good. 54-19 is the score. 17 seconds in the third quarter. Reimel has it now, drives in, and ball hit off of several people, but it hit off of Elsberry last. So turnover there against Lutheran. 6.4 seconds. And none of the shots were any good. So at the end of 3 quarters, score is 54-19. And so we go to the 4th quarter, and there will be a running clock to go ahead and get this game over with. So let's do another quick commercial.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, start this 4th quarter here. There's going to be a running clock going. And somebody's fell asleep on the buzzer over there. Lutheran's ball. And they're just passing it around now. There's a 3-point attempt, and it's good for number 13, Marcus Coleman. It's his second 3-pointer of the night. Dotson brings it up, gets it over to Irving. Twelman tries to get a 3-pointer and ends up trying to drive the ball, and it went off the foot of a Cougar, and so out of bounds to Elsberry. Dotson was able to get over to that and reel it in. Stolen right away from him. And there's 2 more points for Frankie May. That ball thrown away. So out of bounds to Lutheran. Lutheran trying to take it inside. They get it into number 40, Lance Hackney, for another 2 points. He's at 20 points tonight. He has almost 1/3 of the points for Lutheran. There was a 3-point attempt for Cody Thornhill. There was 2 more points for Frankie May. Dotson tried driving to the basket, nothing there. Right underneath to number 14, Clayton Davis. 5 minutes to go on a running clock. There's a 3-pointer. That is Cody Thornhill for 3. And I believe that was going to be a travel. It was on Hackney. That ball thrown away. Turns over to Lutheran. Henry's back out in the game. A little over 3.5 minutes to go. There's a long 3-point shot. No good. And Elsberry with the rebound as Deshaun Dotson has the rebound. Bo Henry for 2, no good. And the rebound originally went to Lutheran, but he fumbled the ball and it went out of bounds. So Elsberry with the ball. There's another 3-pointer for Thornhill, no good. They do get the rebound back. That ball put up by St. Pierre. It was no good. Demetrius Phillips called for the foul, and that puts St. Pierre on the line. First shot is no good. Second shot rolls around. And on the rebound attempt, it goes out of bounds off of Lutheran St. Charles. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go on his running clock. There's Thornhill for 3, no good. Bo Henry up with the rebound, puts it up, no good. And draws a foul. That foul is on Brady Connor, his first. Henry at the line. First shot rolls around for a while and then falls out. Second one goes in and out and stays out. And there's a 3-pointer for number 2, Caleb Tiemann. That's his second one of the night. Under 1.5 minutes to play. Score is 68-22.
Number 32,
3 fouls on Demetrius Phillips, and it puts Jack St. Pierre at the line for a 1-and-1. First shot is no good, and Lutheran comes up with the rebound. .45 seconds to go. .21 attempted the shot. That's Josh Osborne. And the foul is going to be on Bo Henry. That's his second personal foul. First shot is good. .10 seconds to go. Second shot is no good. And 4 seconds to go for Elsberry here. Bo Henry took the last shot, and it was no good. So, final score of 69-22. So, not even a contest here. This game was out of reach from the very beginning. And much like the girls' game, there just wasn't a contest. And so anyway, go ahead and go over the scoring here. Jack St. Pierre finished with 3 points. Cody Thornhill had 3 points. He had a 3-point shot. Eli Gladney had a 3-point shot for 3 points for the game. Bryce Irving had 2 points. Kyle Turnbull had 1. Kobe Trollman had a 3-pointer for 3 points. Jake Reimel had 2 points. And Bo Henry had 5 points. Yeah, that finished out the scoring for Elsberry with their 22 points. For Lutheran, Caleb Tiemann had 6 points, 2 3-pointers. Frankie May had 8 points. Clayton Earhart had 4 points. Marcus Coleman had 9 points. Clayton Davis had 9 points. Josh Osborne had 1 point. Seth Reed had 4. Demetrius Phillips had 2. Lance Hackney had 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 points. He was the leading scorer of the game, and Aaron Coffey ended up the game with 6 points. So, again, like I said, there was absolutely nothing here. You know, this not a good competitive game. Elsberry was never in it at all. And so we go on from here. And what do we have coming up? We've got the Bowling Green tournament coming up starting Monday night. The girls' game will be Monday, then the boys' game on Tuesday. And I don't have that info right in front of me. But I'll be putting it on Facebook when these first 2 games are scheduled for. So anyway, let's go ahead and back this on out of here. There's really nothing to talk about here. So for the Indian Sports Network, this is Kenny Masterson, and I am saying goodbye, good night, good everything from Lutheran St. Charles High School, and where the girls and boys Elsberry team both lost tonight in large fashion. So until Monday night when we're at the Bowling Green tournament, good night, everybody, from the Indian Sports Network.